Welcome back, folks. Hope you had a good day off yesterday. Sheepdog Smokey here as always. And I'm seeing more and more posts to op-eds and videos where people are basically coming down on the side of ending the lockdown. We've been told for 3 months that shelter in place, quarantine, lockdown, social distancing, whatever you want to call it, is the only way to ensure that coronavirus is not like a world ender. The problem is we're getting more and more proof every day that the death toll from this is less than a tenth of what it was predicted to be. You can look up stats between states that have the lowest or the highest number of fatalities from COVID-19, and quite honestly, the ones with the most are the ones with the strictest lockdown procedures. Texas did impose some quarantining where, restaurants went to takeout only. Certain businesses like movie theaters, bars were closed. But as we look at this, you can only really ever recognize that it has not done anything more than ensure that more people, when all of this ends, will contract this virus. The simple truth of it is, why is it safe to go to Walmart or Kroger or Albertsons, but it's not safe to go to church? It's not safe to go to a restaurant and eat a meal. And the simple fact is that is just ludicrous. There are multiple reports from doctors every day that if you're healthy, you should not wear a mask. I have commented this on different websites, different threads, and invariably I get hate from people saying, just wear the stupid mask. I reply to them, no, I will listen to my doctor. My doctor has been practicing for years. The doctors that I've seen in the past all practiced for years. The doctors that I've read about or that I've seen videos from or interviews from on television have all been practicing for multiple years. The only difference between them and Birx or Fauci is they're still seeing patients, whereas Birx and Fauci are bureaucrats. They're not looking at this from the point of view of someone who is treating this every day. I had a video where I think I titled it, "A Dallas Doctor Refuses to Back Down." And it's been pulled from YouTube, and YouTube will not answer me as far as which community guideline I violated by posting it. It just won't be allowed. The same as the pandemic with Dr. Mikovits. As we look at this, as we look at the toll that this has taken, look at the number of suicides, the number of overdoses, the number of any other kind of fatality, and you'll see they've gone up. I think the only one that really hasn't would be automobile accidents, because people aren't driving as much. When you tell people you're not allowed to work and you have to take this pittance from us, and you might get more months down the line, you tell them that feeding their family and paying the light bill, well, that's not important. Only obeying is important. And that is wrong. Plain and simple. It's just wrong. But this got me thinking, and this comes back to the giveaway that I'm doing, 500, 1,000, 1,500 subscribers for 1, then 2, then 3 books. The choices are 1984, Fahrenheit 451, and Brave New World, because these are very much outlines of the world we're seeing be demanded right now. For those who follow me on Twitter, you'll see that I posted earlier on Monday that I was taking a break because as my birthday falls on a day when I'll be working, my family decided to gather today to have dinner and, a couple little things. But one thing I did specifically say that I was looking for, this movie right here, 1984. Released in 1984. It's the version with John Hurt. And this movie is, this story is what the world will look like if we let this crap continue. Where you are told, do not leave your home, and you'll be arrested if you do. You're told what to think, what to do, what to say, and you are removed if you buck the system. And frankly, it's just frightening to think about. And the reason it is so frightening is we have an entire segment of the population that wants this. After Parkland, it was Hogg and Gonzalez screaming into a microphone to just give up your assault weapons. And then it became just really gun control. When we can look at any statistics for the last 40 years and see that gun control doesn't work. More people died this last weekend in Chicago from being shot than died of coronavirus. Yet the mayor sent police to a church to demand people leave. You cannot outlaw crime. The law stating it is illegal to murder someone is not there to say, oh, it's illegal, I can't do it. It's there to provide a framework for punishment. Saying that speeding is illegal doesn't stop speeders. It outlines a punishment if you do. But we have people who have been indoctrinated for their entire life to believe that if you just surrender your control or your life to be controlled by the government, they will ensure that you have everything you could possibly want and need and desire and so on. When I was in high school, middle school and high school, we read Animal Farm. Then we read 1984. I also read Brave New World, although it was not required. I've since reread all three of them multiple times, Fahrenheit 451 as well. All of them show a world ruled by people who don't follow their own rules. In Animal Farm, you have all animals are equal, and then ultimately all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. In 1984, you have the ruling elite doing everything that they tell people not to do. In Brave New World, the people in charge can read whatever they want, watch whatever they want, listen to whatever they want, but they've banned it from anyone else. Fahrenheit 451, very much the same. Anytime you have government telling you, you cannot do this, look at the reason. We've now been 3 months on lockdown, and millions of people are out of work. Yet a hairdresser in Dallas arrested and jailed because she opened her hair salon before a judge ruled that she was allowed to. Ultimately, the governor and lieutenant governor got involved. She's been released. Her fine was paid by the lieutenant governor, and she is open. The judge actually told her he would only reverse the jail time if she would apologize for being selfish. Why in the blue hell is it selfish to want to feed your family? Personally, I would have told this woman, look him in the eyes and say, I will not apologize for trying to feed my children. I will not apologize for trying to ensure that our power stays on, or that our rent or mortgage gets paid, so that we're not on the street homeless and starving. But he would have probably put her in jail longer for contempt of court, for daring to not apologize for being selfish when she was trying to put food on the table. Ironically, the person who turned her in was operating a pet grooming salon that had been deemed essential. I can guarantee that judge Just like Whitmer, Bloomberg, de Blasio, Newsom, Garcetti in LA, all of them are still getting their hair cut. They're still going to the salon. They're still going to the gym. They're doing everything they tell you you're not allowed to do. And if you dare oppose their order, you're to be jailed. Although people in jail were released so they didn't catch coronavirus. I really hope this is a wake-up call for the country so that people realize those people in power screaming, "Just obey me," do not care one whit for you or me or any other citizen. They care only for power, solidifying as much as they can and imposing their will on everyone that they can try to do so on. And if it continues for too much longer, there's not really a way out. I don't know what else I can say. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, be civil. We're not here to scream and yell. We're here to discuss, dissent, and debate. Please be civil doing so. As always, please like and share the video so that the algorithm sees it and so others join the conversation. And you'll want to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you know of all new content and so you're part of the giveaway. Until next time, everyone have a wonderful day.